Hello, Kendra here from Hooked by Happenstance, and it's time to share with you a bit of yarn piggery. First of all, I will apologize for the nighttime cicada sounds. It is well after bedtime, so just enjoy the summer sounds of the country with me while we chat here about the yarn I received. So where did all this yarn come from? Well, I was recently in California and I was visiting my parents. They have a friend at their church who my dad told I make this weird crochet stuff on the internet. And her family began to watch this as well as my daily vlogs. So she knew that I do all these crafty things and she had some yarn. And she agrees with me that good yarn does not belong in bad projects or being unloved. So this is some yarn that she found was not necessarily her cup of tea, but she knew would be right up my alley. So I was yarn-fairied this lovely assortment, which is actually an entire ironing board, which you cannot see, but momentarily I will share with you. So I'm not going to call this yarn piggery because it was yarn-fairied to me by a lovely individual. So thank you, Jeanette, for all of the yarn. So I'm going to go through this in no particular order because I just basically have it stacked so it wouldn't roll off the table. And we'll just go through it here kind of quick. So first off, there are a few skeins of cotton yarn. This is some Lily Sugar and Cream in the color Faded Denim. It's very similar to the Peaches and Cream in Billowing Blues that I've used before, but it has less gray than the Billowing Blues does. Next we have some Lily Sugar and Cream in the color Maud Ombre. I've used this color before. It's a nice springy color and it has a lot of teals and things in it, so if you're looking for kind of an all-purpose cotton color that a lot of people like and feel matches their decor, this is a nice one I have found. Next we have some lavender. Lavender sachet in the Peaches and Cream. Oh, this is the scented stuff. Why am I holding it out for you to sniff? It's like I sniffed it and it's a lavender color and it smells slightly, like smells good, not smells bad. Next, we have a skein of Lion Brand Amazing. I have never used this, but I have seen it before. Amazing is a 53% wool, 47% acrylic. It's a size 4, and this color is Glacier Bay. It has all my favorites, the purples, the greens, the blues. So we'll see what I come up with for this. It's a single that's spun, so probably like a hat, because it does feel a little scratchy for like anything that would be around your neck. And as a single, you don't necessarily want it on your hands. So I think it's going to end up being a hat of some sort. Next, we have a skein of Lion Brand Wool Ease, which is 80% acrylic, 20% wool. This is the colorway Wood. It has browns of varying shades. There's kind of a greenish brown, a mid brown, kind of a reddy, like darker brown. So I think this will make something nice. This would make really nice mitts. And maybe like a cowl or a part of a cowl that had some matching mitts. So we'll see what I come up with for that. Next we have some Vanna's Choice. This is the color Rust, and some of the skeins have been played with, which is how she realized they were not for her. This is the colorway Rust. I've actually used Vanna's Choice in the colorway Rust before, and I enjoy it. There are 2 skeins of this. For those of you that don't know, Vanna's Choice is a size 4, 100% acrylic, made by Lion Brand. Next, we have 2 more skeins of the Vanna's Choice, and this is in the color Aqua. I've used Aqua multiple times. I actually have a pattern or 2 coming out here in the next few months that have this color in them, and I really enjoy it. This is one of my favorite brights of the Vanna's Choice. Next, we have a Premier Yarns Sweet Roll in the colorway Cheesecake Pop, and I don't have this colorway of Sweet Roll. So this will become something fun. 100% acrylic, as all the Sweet Rolls are, but I think this might pair nicely with, there are 2 skeins here of Karen Simply Soft in the color Strawberry, which is also a size 4, 100% acrylic, and these will both be washable. Look, don't you think those might make something nice together? Because one Sweet Roll never feels like quite enough to just finish a project, so maybe I'll do something with these. The nice thing about getting yarn-fairied things is it makes your brain, like, do all sorts of fun gymnastics, because you kind of have your comfort zone or a way you think about doing things that makes you pick or choose to get particular yarn, but when you're just gifted it, you have to like go to a totally different place in your head to pick things to do with it. So this feels to me like Red Heart Super Saver in the color Buff, but I am not sure. So it did not have a label. Also, this is Red Heart Super Saver. It is in the color gold. It had a label, but my parents' dog removed it. So there's that. This, I can just tell by the feel, is Red Heart Super Saver in the color Spring Green. This is one of my absolute favorite colors in general and colors of yarn. I just think it's so cheerful and it's good for so many different purposes. I go through a ridiculous amount of Spring Green. Next, we have another Red Heart Super Saver, and this is in Hunter Green, which is one of the dark greens. And I don't actually think I have any Hunter in stash right now. I have Forest Green, or they have several darker greens, but I don't think I have any of this particular one. So it'll be nice to kind of round that out a little in stash. And this feels, again, like Red Heart Super Saver in like a baby blue. This is Red Heart Super Saver, I can tell by the feel again, in the color Frosty or Frosted Green. I'm using this actually right now in the main version of the We Hook Wednesday patterns. Then we move on. Oh, there's a few more Red Heart Super Saver hiding right here. This is Red Heart Super Saver in the color Soft White, which is not quite as bright as this one, which is Red Heart Super Saver in the color White. It's a little bit more creamy, a little deeper colored, but it's not as creamy as there's also a color called Erin from Red Heart Super Saver, which is more of what you would think of as off-white. So it's like bright white, just a slightly more saturated white, and then there's Erin, which is a creamier white, but I don't have any to show you at this very moment. Okay, now the next things, there's a couple here. Oh, there's one more Super Saver. This is Baby Pink. Ooh. So this will become something, some kind of toy probably, because Baby Pink's not really my color, but it is appropriate for some children's items, like toys and things. I don't tend to make like pink or blue like outfits, but that would be good for a toy. Next we move on to some I Love This yarn, which again is 100% acrylic, size 4, put out by Hobby Lobby. This is in the color Tropical Pink, which kind of looks flamingo-y. So who knows, maybe it'll become something flamingo-y. I'll have to think on that. Next, we have another I Love This yarn. This is in the color Pistache. P-I-S-T-A-C-H-E. I believe it's like pistache, like pistachio. But it's kind of a light, kind of a green, like a limey sorbet color. It's not quite as bright as I think of as pistachio, but it's like a lime granita. So that will be fun and springy. Also here we have the color Buttercup, which is kind of a little lighter than it's not quite like a cornmeal, and it's not quite a bright yellow. It's a very soft yellow in between. It has a little bit of a brown tone for a yellow, so that should be good for a number of things. And then this is Antique Teal, which is kind of a peacocky teal jade color. I enjoy these. These are good for all sorts of things. A popular color for people to wear, so this might become a garment of some sort, or part of a garment. This does not have a label, but also feels like I Love This yarn, and it's in kind of a rusty coral orangey color, which it might actually pair nicely with the real teal. So maybe there'll be a shawl or something. That's not real teal. Antique Teal. Real teal is a Super Saver color. You know you use too much yarn when, like, you think of things as colors from other companies. Anyways, there's a little bit more I Love This yarn. Now we're on to the Stonewash. I have never seen the Stonewash I Love This yarn. Now, I have a Hobby Lobby in Manhattan where I go to Joann's and stuff, but I don't frequent Hobby Lobby very often, so I don't know their colors as well. But this is denim. It's kind of a tonal blue. And Jeanette was saying that she had bought this and she had some of this already, and the colors were like vastly different. So clearly, if you did buy the Stonewash, I don't know if this is a current thing they still sell, dye lots are probably a big deal. Next, we have I Love This yarn Prince in the color Gelato Stripe. I have seen this worked up in shawls, and I'm super excited because this is a beautiful colorway. So we'll see what I decide to make and what I decide to pair this with, but this will be probably a shawl of some sort, and it should be amazing. This one is called Morning Glow. And I imagine this would make a fun toy too, though it would make an interesting shawl or something, maybe paired with something else, but we'll see. Maybe it'll make an appearance in more than one place. Or like a hat and like cowl set. Maybe something kind of unisex. I don't know. I'll have to play with that. Then there is another, it feels like I love this yarn, probably in that Prince as well, but it again does not have a label, so it's got a bunch of different blues and kind of like a turquoise color and some reds, very southwesty feeling. So there's that one. We have another I love this yarn in Songbird Stripe, which is purples and greens with just a hint of blue as well as some like a beigey color. So that will be something fun. There is a skein of I love this yarn metallic. I have actually worked with this colorway before in the color Christmas. I made a Christmas tree skirt out of this, which is in my current craft show stock. This is 97% acrylic, 3% metallic. It's not bad to work with. Sometimes, you know, the metallic ones, especially if you have to frog a lot, the metallic starts to unwind off of them. This seems to hold its metallic better than I've found either Red Heart Soft Metallic, and also, oh, I've used a Karen Metallic too. Is it Karen Simply Soft Party maybe? This seemed to hold better to some frogging as far as the metallic not winding off. Just, you know, my observations. Then we have these two, which do not have labels, but are some sort of, kind of a light, somewhere between a 3 and a 4, like a heavy sport, light worsted, definitely a baby yarn, lots of squoosh. Will probably become some sort, maybe blanket or something. I don't know. So there's two of those. Then we have some Bernat Softy Baby, which has stuff on it from being inside my giant suitcase, which came home full of yarn from California. This is the color Lemon. I'll remove the pin that got stuck in there from my pin cushion. So it happens when you pile everything on top of your ironing board workstation. You get pins and things. This is a baby pink color, probably Bernat Softy Baby as well, kind of by feeling it. So there's that. Now, we have some Peyton's Classic Wool Worsted. This is a size 4 in the color Kimono. This is 100% pure new wool. And there's, I guess this is the only one in this colorway. And this is Kimono. It has a like a dark gray brown, kind of a light tan brown, a couple of shades of like a kind of a tea leaf green, and then a little bit of kind of a magenta-y purple. Then there's the same Peyton's Classic Wool Worsted, again 100% pure new wool, and this is in the color Rosewood, which has some like beigey browns and then a couple of really dark mauvey purples and then kind of a lavender shade. So these will turn into something. I don't know what. And then these do not have labels, but they have kind of a reddish rust color, kind of a turquoise, a tea leafy green, and a gold. And again, there's two skeins of this, so that can become something fun. This might look nice paired with black, like really striking, or as like an accent panel maybe in some kind of top. I don't know. And then finally, there is a skein of Cascade Sierra Quattro. And that's Pima cotton, 80% Pima cotton, 20% wool. Which, I don't know, I've never worked with this. It says hand wash with mild soap. Lay flat to dry. 100 grams of this. So, I don't know what I'm going to make with this. I was kind of thinking I might do like a really like a flowy hat of sorts. I don't know, cotton wool blend. Not sure what, but this will definitely be thought on for a bit. There's one more thing I'm going to grab because my cats knocked it off the ironing board while I was filming this, so I can show it to you. So lastly, I have these two skeins here, which they're 50 grams each, and so they total 100 of, let's see, Grigansko? Nubla? I don't know. But they put all the price tags and stuff right over the name. But this is 54% cotton, 36% viscose, 10% polyamide. So cotton and, you know, plastics. So I don't know what this is going to be. I was thinking this might make a good toy. Maybe it'd make a good cat toy because the cats seem pretty into it. So we'll see. Or it would make a nice, like a super light shawl maybe. This texture's interesting. Like, I don't know if it's going to be interesting good or interesting bad, but it would definitely be, it has a weird, kind of a, it's very smooshy, but it has this kind of interesting, like, soft, kind of like a sock, like a commercial, like, you know, the ribbing in commercial socks, which I guess makes sense because it's cotton and viscous, and it's kind of the same thing that's in that. So it's very soft, and it has that interesting kind of smooshy stretch. So, I don't know. I will have to play with this. So that is everything in this yarn haul. I know, it's a lot. So I'm going to probably wait just a little bit, and then when I do my next reorganization of everything in Stash, then I will move it into the boxes, which are currently sitting over there. So that's it for today. If you would like, on the screen there is a link to a video that YouTube has decided you would enjoy from my channel, as well as a link to my Etsy shop if you'd like to help support me so I can keep making fun, free, crafty content. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!